Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for December 29th until the 4th. I'm going to go ahead and start us off by pulling three main themes for your week. I'm using the Shaman Oracle first, then we're going to dive into the Herbiary deck, followed by the Quantum Oracle here. Just make sure we're giving him a good shuffle. And these are just going to kind of be any focal points that you need to think about for the week up ahead for you, Leo. I'm going to go ahead and move into the Herbiary deck next. And if you are curious, I do have readings up for the full year of 2025. If you're curious about what your year ahead is going to look like, Leo. And I've also got the reading out for the month of January. Okay. All right. And we're moving into the Quantum Oracle next. We're going to pull one of these guys, and then we're going to dive into your tarot reading. One more shuffle. Okay, Leo, interesting. So just a heads up here, I'm going to be doing the tarot pull from the Manga Tarot for you, and I'll be clarifying the Manga Tarot with my Shadowscapes Tarot. But this looks like it might be an interesting week for you, Leo. I mean, granted, yes, there is the New Year's coming up as far as the Gregorian calendar, and there's also Christmas if y'all be celebrating Christmas. Okay. Ooh, Leo. Okay. All right. So, we're going to do a quick overview before I dive right in with the clarifications of the Shadowscapes Tarot. But right off the hop, I notice right in the middle, boom, strength. That's you, Leo. This is you showing up as yourself. This is gorgeous. All right. So let's do a quick review here, quick recap. Well, we haven't even reviewed it. We're going to do a debriefing. That's the word. So for the Shaman Oracle, you are getting the Ancestor of Protection. We got a little antler there. Definitely a good time to know that you are divinely protected. Your guides, your angels, your spirits, ancestors, they've got your back. So know that you are protected and you are safe at this time. Now for the Herbiary deck, we had pulled the card of Remembrance. Got a little knot on the finger there. And we've got some birds here. We're going to find out what this means. What is it that you need to remember? Something tells me you might need to remember your own inner strength. You might need to remember that you are protected, you are guided by spirit. Because I mean, sometimes it can be hard when things aren't going the way we want, the way we plan. It can be really hard to feel that we are divine beings having a human experience, right? It can be hard to remember that our guides, our spirits, our angels have our back, especially when things feel really tricky, right? But I like this. We've got an event that is, in fact, a milestone. So I really like this. This I kind of feel like this is talking about the holidays, fun times. This looks like a New Year's kind of party setup almost. But I like the fact that there's a trophy here. So very, very interesting so far, Leo. We're going to find out more about how these fit into your reading here. I'm going to start shuffling my Shadowscapes here as we go through the 3 tarot we had pulled. So first off, beginning of the week, you are starting off at the 4 of Pentacles. So the 4 of Pentacles is talking about being balanced, and it looks like you're doing quite well. You're quite comfortable, I would say, in your finances at this time. It talks about business doing quite well. However, there's a couple other things I want to point out about this card. So one, the 4 of Pentacles warns us not to grip too tightly to the things we have. So if we're gripping too tightly onto our resources, our money, our time, our love, things like that, it makes it really hard for the universe to open up those channels of abundance further for us. We need to be in the energy of the things that we want, right? Now, the 4 of Pentacles also kind of hints at this idea of manifestation. We've got this first pentacle on his crown within his mind. He's holding his manifestation within his mind. He brings it into his heart, and that's where you get the intention, this feeling, this fire within. And then you're able to move the pentacles to the feet and put in the footwork. This is literally a how-to on how to manifest the things that we want. Being in the energy of the things we want. But this moves you into the Strength card. You, Leo, you're showing up as yourself. And the Strength card obviously is talking about being powerful, being strong in our endeavors. It's a little bit more control and courage within. Now, the Strength card also kind of indicates, in a not so subtle way, that this lion here is the shadow of this person. Basically, it's like they're not wrestling this lion into submission. It's like they're hugging and caring for this lion. They're taking care of it. They're making sure it's okay. And that's what we do with our shadow. We can't beat it. It's always a part of us. So we find ways to calm it, to soothe it, and to work with it. But this brings you into the 8 of Wands. It's talking about a flow state here. Things are flowing effortlessly. It feels like a whirlwind time. And it feels really good. Like, this feels really light. I am curious, though, to clarify. So we're going to go ahead and dive right in for you, Leo. And we're just going to see what's happening here. All right. One more shuffle. Beautiful. Spirit, what is the 4 of Pentacles for Leo? Ooh, okay. The 4 of Pentacles is being confirmed by the star. So this is talking about regeneration. It's talking about the building of hope. It's talking about your own inner light, and it is encouraging you to shine your inner light as brightly as you can. Don't hide the light, shine it. It's also talking about healing and peace. So paired with the 4 of Pentacles, I feel like some of you guys might be manifesting at this time, and it looks really good. If this, definitely now is the time to work on any spells, rituals, manifestation, things like that. Yeah, I really get that vibe, especially with the Star card. It's talking about hope. And I do want to point out, it's almost like this person in the middle here, they're like attracting these fish to them. Definitely feel a lot of, I definitely feel for a lot of you that you might be working with manifestation for sure. Now, this also talks about our intuition and this inner knowing here, this inner wisdom. So we're going to go ahead and take one more for that guy. Ooh, yeah. definitely manifestation for a lot of you guys, I see, because it's confirmed by the Queen of Pentacles. She's definitely the bearer of health, wealth, happiness, security, prosperity, comfort. Yes, I definitely see you working towards that in your manifestations here. This looks really good in the beginning of the week here. Interesting. Okay, we're going to dive into the Strength card here. Spirit, what is the Strength card for Leo? It's the Queen of Swords. It's clear thought. I really like this, especially because the Strength card is talking about the shadow, and the Queen of Swords is showing up, and it's cutting through all of the fog, all of the nonsense, and it's kind of clearing the way so you can think clearly about this, so you are able to tackle this shadow work with a clear head. I mean, shadow work doesn't always promise a clear head, that's for sure. But I also kind of get with the Queen of Swords, it's talking about not taking anything less than what you're worth. So when that's paired with the Strength card here, I kind of get the vibe of... you're not telling yourself stories that aren't true about yourself. I kind of get that you're remembering your value, remembering your worth, knowing that you are strong and you are protected. Like the Strength card, I feel goes so nicely with the Ancestor of Protection. So I feel like, yeah, towards the middle of the week, there might be a little bit of shadow work that you're doing here. We're going to take one more, though, for the Strength card, Spirit. It's being confirmed by the Knight of Pentacles. So the Strength card with the Queen of Swords here, I feel like you are slow and steady in your progress with this shadow work that you're doing here in the middle of the week. However, the Knight of Pentacles kind of talks about planting a seed. So what I'm getting is this theme might not resolve at this time, like this shadow work. It might not resolve. I mean, we don't defeat the shadow, as I'd said, but I feel like you're planting seeds for the future is kind of what I'm getting. Like this is going to help you with your manifestation, clearing out pieces that didn't serve you, reminding yourself that you are protected, that you are strong, right? With the Strength card. But this looks really good. Like it looks like a slow, steady progress within your finances. That doesn't look super slow. That looks pretty quick, actually. But this inner work, it looks like it's a slow, steady progress, but I feel like it's this attention to detail, your slow, sure steps, making sure you're setting yourself up with a solid foundation is kind of what I'm feeling. So we're going to move into the Eight of Wands, talking about this flow state for you, Leo. What is the Eight of Wands, Spirit? Take one more. So the Eight of Wands, this flow state, this whirlwind time, is confirmed by the Eight of Cups. Interesting. So this talks about kind of this deep dive you're doing here. I mean, you're walking away, swimming away, I guess, in this card, swimming away from all of these cups that weren't working. You're kind of letting go of things that aren't serving you. And when it's paired with the Eight of Wands, interesting. Hold up a second here. Let me see something. Got the Four, Queen, Knight, Queen, Eight. Okay, so we have 3 8s showing up. I really feel the need to talk about the number 8 really quick here. Whoop, I put these in the wrong order. Okay, there we go. So the number 8 talks about cycles. It talks about your will, and it also talks about your strength, right? 8 is the number of your card. It is also the infinity sign if we turn it on its side. So kind of what I'm getting here is, yeah, you've hit this kind of cycle. You've hit a feedback loop, we will say. That might not be the right word, but I feel like you're hitting your stride with this shadow work is what I'm getting, because it's confirmed by the Eight of Cups. I feel like you find one thing that isn't serving you and you get rid of it. You find another, you get rid of it. Like, I feel like you're very quick in your succession. Like, you've got a list here and you're knocking things off the list quite quickly, Leo. And your Eight of Cups is being confirmed by your Seven of Swords, or Seven of Wands, sorry. So this is talking about this struggle that you're in right now. So just to kind of get into it, this is you right here. This is your shadow. And these are the things that matter to you, these babies here. So kind of what I get is that, yeah, your shadow can definitely step in your way and kind of, it's like it tries to stop you. It's like it's trying to stop you from your forward progress, your forward movement. But I feel like that isn't really an issue here because you're very strong, you're very protected. We're going to pull one more, actually. There we go. All right. Yeah. You're defending your position. You're kind of like, I feel like it's, yeah, this whirlwind state of the shadow keeps trying to bring up certain negative self-talk, certain feelings, but you're like diving deep to the heart of the issue. It's like it's like the surface is here. That's where the shadow is attacking, is on the surface, but you're diving deeper into whatever it's bringing up for you, kind of thing. Like, for example, this might not ring true for a lot of you guys, but this is just an example here. So the shadow comes up and says, oh, your partner is going to cheat on you, for example. And then, you know, obviously you're hurt. Your knee-jerk hurt reaction is, you know, it's painful, it's sad. But it's like you decide to dive deeper than just the surface level. And you say to yourself, why do I think that? What in me makes me think that? And then you're kind of diving deep into the root of it. It's like, oh, I feel like I'm not worthy. I feel like that's what my partner would do, is because I feel like I'm not good enough. This is all me. It has nothing to do with my partner, kind of thing. So it's like, it's stuff like that. A negative thought comes up and you dive deep with it. Like, you're not shy to get in there to the root and you're defending it. You've got your babies here, the things that truly matter to you, the truth. That's kind of what that represents to me, is you're defending the truth, because it brings you into the Knight of Wands. It's this more empowered space. It's telling me that your path ahead is clear. And I see you there at the bottom, and I see you running with your shadow and your babies. It's like you found a way through the negative self-talk, and you found a way to flow with your shadow, to find a way to make it work for you rather than against you. And I feel like this is your milestone here, is finding ways to incorporate your shadow in a healthy way, not being afraid to dive deep for the answers, and trusting yourself, trusting your ancestors, your guides, your spirits, your angels, whoever you choose to connect with, knowing you're protected, knowing you're safe, remembering that you are sacred, remembering that your spirit guides have got you, remembering that you're strong, you're courageous, remembering that you are the star, you can shine brightly, you can be a magnet for the things that you want, the things you need, the things that truly mattered. And also remembering that you're strong, you're not afraid to dive deep, you're not afraid to defend what really matters and flow. This looks really freaking good, Leo. I feel like this shadow work is going to boost you, level you up. And I don't know, this looks really good. I know shadow work sucks, but it is what it is. And I feel like you're getting a serious handle on it. Like, this looks really good. And I do see celebration here. I mean, holiday season, right? So I think you're going to have a fantastic day. And I think you're going to have a wonderful holiday week. So take care, Leo. That's going to do it for me. Bye-bye now.